everyone, welcome back to another video. It is Francesco here. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. If you are new to the Keep Productive YouTube channel, welcome. If you're a regular, welcome back. So today's video is going to be October favourites. I've been really getting into these favourites videos recently, and I think I sort of hit the nail on the head with this one. I don't want to speak too early, but the favourites have been sort of quite generalised in the past. I'll add all of them in the description below so you can go back and watch them. But what I'm going to be doing in October favourites is trying to refine it so it goes into more detail than I think I should be giving, so that you guys can get as much detail as possible on how I'm using all of these awesome things in my routine. So what I'm going to be doing is talking about books, apps, experiments and YouTube. I'm going to be going into a bit more detail in those four categories. So October itself was quite a good month. It was quite productive in a sense because I sort of took a lot of the courses I was doing to a new level, sort of taking them, get to the stages where they're almost launched. So I'm just taking a bit of time out to get them ready, get them polished and get them sent out. So let's start with books. So books are an important part of my learning process. I tend to take books quite seriously because I learn really amazing lessons from them and get to apply them to my routine. So one of the books I'm reading at the moment is called Ikigai, which is a book that was recommended by Lavender here on YouTube, Eileen. She recommended it in a video quite a while ago about what she did to use it in adopting her career and routine. It is an amazing book. What it does, I think, is try to help you correlate your interests and passions into developing into a career, but correlating it directly to Japanese style of living. And what it does do there is it tries to pull all of the lessons that they've had in certain areas that they've used to live a long life, live a long, healthy lifestyle. So I'm learning a lot from this Ikigai book. I'm going to be applying a lot of it to the YouTube channel and what I learn, and also taking a few of it and showing you guys those processes and steps, because there's quite a high level of detail inside it. I don't know whether you can see the back part of this book with the graphic and matrix there. It really tries to rip apart what part of the career your goals and focuses are and sort of bring them all into one so that you have this strong purpose in life, you have this strong focus. So that is a really interesting book at the moment. And the other book that I dived into, I mentioned it last month, is The Automatic Customer. It's by a guy called John Warrillow. And it's quite an interesting book so far. What I quite like about it is essentially the blueprint for turning customers into subscribers. Something that I quite like about this sort of like era of developing technology, because inside of this era in developing technology, there are people who are putting subscription plans behind a lot of things, and it seems to be a better way of owning stuff. It talks a lot about, in the first few chapters, about the concept of owning things, about the concept of, you know, do you own your car, do you own your house, and basically borrowing as a way to basically avoid ownership around things, because it can be subscription based. So it's a very interesting book so far, and again something I can apply in later life, but something that I can use on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so the next one I am reading at the moment is by, again, I'm reading like 3 books at once, but they tend to be very different books. So the Ikigai is more career, process focused, Automatic Customer is more business focused, and the book that I'm reading, Principles by Life and Work by Ray Dalio, a successful finance individual in America. It's a very interesting book about how he was able to adopt a host of principles for both work and life in his successful finance career and blending it with his healthy family routine. So actually I'm learning a lot from this book. I've got it on audiobook on the likes of the Audible, which is a really great application for that. And I'm reading it, I would say, at about a 2% speed rate, which is helping me blast through it really. I'm on chapter 36 out of 173, and that's just in the space of 5-6 days. So I'm actually boosting through it. So that was a recommendation by Alex Icon, a very helpful one, and something that I think will just apply to my general life. So jumping into apps and tools, there have been a host of apps and tools that I've used this month. So the first one is called Wakelet. This is available on iOS and Android, also on the web. I didn't mention that in my apps roundup, apps of the month. I actually featured Wakelet as one of the apps. The application itself is something that I discovered when a subscriber sent it in. They just sent a wakelet over and I was like, what is this? Basically clicked on it and found out that it was a link of videos and a link of different sources that was brought in using a very neat tool. I quite liked it. So I'm using it on a regular basis now as a way to quickly send a load of different links to people and also different sort of visuals. It's quite helpful for that because I can just quickly ping over a wakelet and then people will understand everything at a glance. So Wakelet is available on iOS and Android, definitely worth a download. I'm going to include a wakelet of all of my favourite videos this month in one of the Wakelet links below, so go and check that out. Next app is TransferWise. Now this is a bit intense and financy, but I actually discovered TransferWise for freelancing purposes. I'm so impressed by it so far, and it's definitely worth downloading. I've included a link in the description, which is like not an affiliate link, but just a way for, I think it's like a referral link. So you guys get something, I get something, which is quite cool. But TransferWise is a great way to save money on payments and also request money and also send money. So it's a pretty neat way, and it's a fee reduced thing as well, so you spend less when you send stuff over. So that's definitely worth checking it out, especially if you're a freelancer or looking to go into freelancing. Next discovery has been probably the discovery of the month. Wildfulness is an application that is basically 3D nature sounds. They've got two applications, Wildfulness 1, Wildfulness 2, I believe it's on iOS, and I think they're working on an Android app. It was about $1.99, but one of the best purchases I've made of this year, weirdly. I'm doing a feature on the World of Apps YouTube channel, which is going to be coming very soon on this because I think it's such a great application. You don't really tend to get exposed to nature during the day, but this application puts 3D nature sounds with the headphones on, which is amazing. Then you keep them playing. So I've been listening to them in the shower, on the way to work, when I've been working at home, and it's just cooled me out. Like that weird nature sound in the background, like all the birds chirping, lake, stream, things like that, really does help soothe. Like, I don't know, it's like it kicks something in you that just relaxes you. So what I recommend is definitely checking out Wildfulness, one of my favorite applications. I'm going to be doing a full feature on this anyway, guys, so you'll know all about it. And finally, the tool that I have found and discovered is actually something that a lot of people were sending me, and then I was like, okay, what is this? I think Mike from Asian Efficiency and Ash from Buffer were sending me loads of them, and I was like, what is Cloud App? Essentially, Cloud App is a pretty neat resource that allows you to do screen shares or screenshots and quickly upload them using a link. So instead of having to screen record, transfer it into MP3, MP4, and then dragging it onto Dropbox or Drive and then sending it over, it does it all automatically, and it's available on Mac. I believe it's available on Windows and other stuff like that. I need to check it out in more detail. I'll probably review it in another video, but something that I've really benefited from. Okay, so this segment's called experiments and like new things, I guess. The thing that I've been trying out a lot this month is, in more detail, the Wim Hof method. I actually have been doing it for a couple months now, probably since February, because one of my friends taught me the process in the cold exposure side of stuff and a little bit of the breathing. But I got the app a couple of months ago and I've been using the app quite regularly to monitor breathing, the commitment side of stuff, and cold. It's a really nice technique. So the breathing side of stuff really does help your body to like fight the immune system through changing your body to alkaline states, which is amazing. Not too intense, like I don't like the weird stuff, but this is actually quite a good balance. They've got some great videos on the app too. The commitment side is about stretching, getting your body loose and relaxed. It's sort of a bit like yoga in a sense, and the cold exposure is like short 30-second to a minute shower, cold showers, and then actually going full immersion. So I do that now quite regularly, probably like twice a month, go full immersion cold, whether it's in the bath or out and about in a river locally. It's a good way to get that body and all of the blood in the whole system like working, because obviously there's like 50,000 miles of blood, like arteries and all that, and you need to be able to like keep them all moving, and that cold gets all the way to that surface. So that's something I've been doing quite recently. So I've been combining a lot of that with the body movement training that I've been talking about. I sort of followed locomotion training, but I've been outside doing different workouts, which is quite interesting. Body movement workouts where I'm moving my body in different processes, almost like gymnastics, but with body weight only, so your body weight only, and it's become a very nice part of my routine. I'm much more flexible, much more relaxed, and my muscles just feel a bit stronger and more confident. I'm more confident in myself. So that's something I've been doing alongside, and something that I'll be continuing, especially in the mornings and evening. So new addition to my desk, I've got this cacti thing. It's just a nice addition to my desk. I don't know why, it just sits there quite nicely. So that's just a new thing. I bought that for $4.99 in a local shop, so that's something that just sits there and looks great. Another addition is my new laptop stickers. I've got tons of them on the back of my laptop. I've made that final commitment to just stick them on there and become like a space where I can show off my stuff. And I've also got the Keep Productive stickers, which are available in the Q&A to give away, so feel free to check out that giveaway too. So, final segment, just a few updates on the YouTube channel. So this YouTube channel is going to be getting more regular videos, more different videos as well. I'm going to be trying to expand the productivity sphere, giving you a few different perspectives and things like that. The new World of Apps YouTube channel is coming very soon, so that's going to be available this week. I'll include a full video on it anyway here on the channel, so you guys can go away and enjoy that content there. That's going to be focused really more on apps and resources. And the other thing as well is I'm going to be releasing my first Go Skills course this month. So November will be the Go Skills course, so you can download that one. They are doing it, I don't know what price they're doing it like to start with, but I'll include everything as soon as I know, and probably do a launch video so that you guys can go away and join the Essential Productivity Training course, which will give you a full overview of apps, techniques and processes that you can take away and apply. So guys, my breath is absolutely out, but that was October favourites. I hope it was in a better format than last time. I hope it was more structured and more detailed. I hope I didn't go into too much detail. I felt like in my Q&A the other day, I really did just drop a few interesting things that I've been learning about, stuff that I don't really necessarily fully understand yet, but something that I want to share as I go and learn and process that. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe, join the Facebook group, and have a great week. Keep productive, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Cheers.